Greetings everyone and welcome to the Vodcast. My name is Daniel Evans and I am an instructional supervisor on the Krappus Academy at PA Cyber. Today we are going to be discussing the social network tool that is sweeping the world by storm. Of course, that program I'm talking about is Twitter. More specifically, we are going to be taking a look at how a social networking program like Twitter can actually be a useful Web 2.0 tool associated with a self-paced class at PA Cyber. We need an application like Twitter when it comes to self-paced courses because oftentimes students have a problem knowing where they should be progress-wise within these classes at any given point in time. Students have difficulty identifying if they are ahead, behind, right where they should be with these asynchronous classes. To solve this problem, students could all create a Twitter account and follow the teacher in the class. The teacher could then tweet every so often what assignment students should have completed up until this point. For example, a month after the student has begun the course, the teacher could tweet something like, "Okay everyone, we are now 4 weeks into the course, so you should all be beginning to take the Unit 1 exam if you haven't completed it already." This will provide a sense of urgency for students who are behind and a confirmation of good pacing skills for those who have taken the test or are about to take the test. Most students will probably have a Twitter account already. However, we will run into a situation where students do not have a Twitter account. For students who do not have a Twitter account already, they will probably be intimidated at first, and therefore reluctant to use the program and receive the pacing information. To combat this barrier, I would send students a video link on YouTube that would demonstrate exactly what Twitter is and how to use its major functions. This would hopefully put students at ease and make them feel more comfortable while using Twitter. Once they watch the instructional video and play around with the site a little bit, they will hopefully feel confident when using the program. A barrier that I do expect to encounter would be that sometimes students begin these classes later in the semester because they are either enrolled into PA Cyber mid-year or they were late completing their previous courses. These different starting times would make it impossible for the pacing tweet to be accurate for all students enrolled with the course. To combat this barrier, the instructor would need to send out additional tweets that would categorize when the students began the class. Each tweet would start off with the name of a month. The name of the month would stand for which month the student began the course. So for example, if a student began a class at the start of the school year, the tweets they would want to pay attention to would start off by reading September. A student who came in during the month of October would then have October across the top of the tweets they would want to pay attention to. These months would then be followed by the name of the assignment they should be on if they were keeping pace correctly. Well, I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and I hope this gives you an idea of how you can use Twitter effectively within your self-paced courses at your own cyber school.